Again. Hello, everybody. Stephanie is laughing at me. Is that nice? Is that nice? She doesn't like my dancing, right? Welcome, everybody. It's Tuesday night live from Wickenburg, Arizona, and Southern California. It's Tiffany and Stephanie's show, and we are so excited to be with you tonight. You can see Stephanie's there. She's got her little box. She don't want to be in a big box.
I said, yeah, I don't want. Well, I could do this, but I don't want to. I don't need to because you're the star. You're showing us everything. So I'm ready to answer questions or to yell out a question to you, Tiff. But
all right, I have all the stuff in the studio.
You have all the goods.
That's why, Stephanie. So welcome, everybody. And I can't, as you already know, I can't see the feed. So Stephanie is watching the feed.
Stephanie's like,
and so
that's weird. Okay.
Yeah, so she is gonna,
You want me to do a couple shout outs?
Yeah, do some shout outs.
Okay. So hi Gloria in Wisconsin. Hi Karen. Hi Heidi. Hi Paula. Hi Becky. Hi Sheila in Long Beach, right down the street from me. Hi Jack. And you know what? And it's really weird now because YouTube shows your handle. It doesn't show your name. So we might get that part wrong. Hi Sarah in Dallas. Hi Meredith. Hi Jean. Hi Gordon Man. Hi Heidi. Lots of people watching. We already have 107 on, so we're getting going.
Okay. I need to ask you a question, people. Yes. We have a new email system. So how many of you are on tonight because you got the email today? And if you didn't get the email today, I want you to be sure and go over to our website and sign up for the email. And be sure you use the email box. It says sign up. It's at the bottom. Instead of the contact box, there's a contact tab. Just use the box at the bottom. So how many of you just kind of quickly say,
hi Julie, hi Cindy. Yeah, so did you guys, who got an email from us today saying, hey, watch?
Yeah, watch today. You didn't already know, I guess. Some of you already knew, but I guess even if you just got the email.
Donna got an email, but she had her notifications on. Donna, you are a rock star.
Nice. We love it.
I love
we love it. We love it. We love it.
No, now, if you did not, hang on, really quick tip. Hang on, I'm gonna go big for a second. So if you did not get an email from us, that's okay. Because in all honesty, we have to swarm up the email list. And so in all honesty, not even 5% of the people got an email. So if you didn't get it, don't worry, you're still on the list. But we want to make sure we're not called spammers someday. So only 5%. Am I doing the math right on that one, Tiff? Was it about 5%?
About 5%. We did a little
so only 5% of the people on our list got one. So eventually next week, more people will get it. Next week, by the time we actually are live, boom, you will all be getting it.
Everybody will be on the list, right? So, but if you didn't sign up, go to the website and sign up for the list at the bottom of theorganizedoption.com. Okay. I have to tell all of you a quick little story before we get started today. I was just telling Stephanie, I have this list all week long. I keep it on my desk. And every time I think about something I want to tell you guys, I write a little note, just a little chicken scratch note, right? And so I come in, I was at a charity thing today. I come in, I'm kind of scrambling around. I go to my desk, it is gone. The list is gone. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what happened? I had thrown away a bunch of files, went through and reorganized files, digging through the garbage. I'm looking through everything on my desk. And finally, I sat down in my chair and I said, how could I have lost this? It's so important. And I thought, what did you do that you don't normally do? Where could that be? Well, I made part of our costumes for the thing today. We dressed as snow people. And I made these buttons with my Cricut machine. And I thought, you used a Cricut machine right by your desk. And this piece of paper was static electricity stuck on the back of my Cricut mat. So hallelujah, I found it. But that was my moment of panic.
It's Cricut's fault. No.
It's all Cricut's fault. It's all Cricut's fault. Okay, so I know you guys are super excited about what we're going to talk about today, what you're going to see today. So if you weren't here last week, we talked about our new file masters and our flip-flap tab divider pockets. Those are live on the website already. But today we're going to talk about two more things. And so I just want to tell you, as we're introducing things, we are introducing similar things for the first couple of weeks, and then next week we start with kind of bigger changes things until we get to the last couple of weeks when it's all new, create fun, crazy, good stuff. Okay, so today we are talking about paper handlets. Okay. Next curtain.
Oh, wait. I'm supposed to hang on. I'm supposed to do the thing.
Oh, there's a plus. Yeah, we gotta get Ken.
Oh my gosh, Ken needs to be here. I cannot be in charge of all of this. Hang on. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay.
Paper handlets are, you already know, right? These are one of your favorite things from the Totally Tiffany line. What did we do to improve them? The new paper handlet, very similar to the old paper handler, but what we did was we made these, and I'm going to flip this over here, right? We made the handles. I'm going to go to 8.5 by 11 because it's a little smaller, easier to see. We made the handles movable. So if you want handles to come out the top, you put it in this top feed. But if you want your handles to come out the front, I can't do it. It's too far away from me. Sorry, I'm going to go back here so you can see me. I'm not tall enough to reach across my workspace. If you want the handles to come out the front, you can just feed them into the slots out the front. There's slots on both sides, so you can pull them straight off your shelf. Or some people like this back side of their paper handlers on their shelf because it looks really nice and neat and tidy and uniform. So you can also take that handle off, and instead of putting it out the top or out the front, you can move them. And there's slots on both sides. I'm only moving it one side because it's easier. And you can also move them so it pulls off the back. So regardless of, maybe you're dropping these into some kind of crate, maybe you like them this way, this way, this way. Doesn't matter anymore. You're going to be able to use the handles top, front, or back. And that is the case for all three sizes. So we have the 12 by 12, the A4 8.5 by 11, and of course our cutie patootie favorite, the 6 by 6. So now these are going to work also with our the flip flap pockets that you saw last week. Of course, just like everything else from the TT line, they're a little bit bigger than what we normally do. I mean, then the sizes of products we're going to fit in them. So all that stuff is going to fit in there. Nice, neat, easy, fun, all that good stuff. Okay, side note, before I get too far ahead, Stephanie this week is choosing winners randomly from the feed. So we've got two winners. We're giving away 2 gift certificates, just like we did last week. And I also have to share another super cute, funny short story with you guys. Last week, we did a bonus winner for Wibby Sibby, right? And Kimberly Saldana was on. And so I did this little thing, which you saw if you were here last week, that said, get ready to write this down because, you know, if you know what this is. And she said she laughed so hard because before I even said what Wibby Sibby, she said, those of you who are longtime followers were in the feed powering through win it before you can buy it. So essentially, we're choosing 2 win it before you can buy it winners today. Stephanie will choose them. And actually, rather than just sending you a product, which would be the handle, you're just going to get a gift certificate to the website. So as soon as the website goes live in mid-January, you'll have a gift certificate and you can get whatever you want, but win it before you can buy it. Okay. Paper handlets, 3 sizes, 6 by 6, A4 8.5 by 11, and 12 by 12.
Yes. We already have a question about, will we be carrying 8 by 8?
We don't know yet. So one of the things, and Stephanie can nod along with this, is like we didn't think it was going to really be a big deal to launch with 56 products in less than a year. And it really has been, I mean, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy ride. So we will see. As always, just like before with TT, before Crafters Companion, we really are going to rely a lot on your feedback. What do you need? What are you using? What do you love? What do you want to have? You know, what sizes are you working with? I know I've gotten a lot of feedback already that the 6 by 8 size is something that's really popular. And we will already have a couple of products, just happy accident, that are going to work with that dimension. But We don't
Okay,
know.
another question, Tiff. Will these stack and work well with the originals
Yes.
next to each other?
Yeah, they'll be perfect with the originals. No problem at all. This one does fit in the Calyx or Expedit, the IKEA storage. This one also fits in there, right? It's short enough to fit in there with no problem. Of course, this one does as well. So yeah, they'll be fine right next to what you already have, and they'll look the same, and they'll all fit together nicely. So the only real upgrade or difference is that we've added this option to be able to move the handles around.
Yes, which you guys, and those of you that, hang on, let me go to this one. Those of you that do follow Stamps of Life, some of these people might not know who I am, Tiff.
Oh, well, let's introduce
Just some
you.
random person on the.
I know. So my friend Stephanie just decided to join us tonight. For those of you who don't know Stephanie Bernard is the founder of Stamps of Life, the Stamps of Life, I guess. And so she has been, how long have you been the Stamps of Life, Stephanie? Since
16 years.
Yeah, a long time. So she is a longtime crafter, worked for Sizzix before she started her own business, does the cutest dies and stamps and paper and kits. I mean, just the cutest stuff. So if you are unfamiliar with Stephanie Bernard and the Stamps of Life, you should definitely be checking out the Stamps of Life website. So Stephanie, if you wouldn't mind putting up a link, that'd be great.
That's enough. They don't need. Okay, but
let me tell you.
Right. Those of you that do follow me, you see the original 8.5 by 11s in my IKEA thing behind my shoulder, and I get so many requests. I want that. I want that. I want that. And as you know, for a long time you couldn't get it. So now you will be able to get them again. But these are the new improved version. So you'll be able to lay them sideways or up or down, whatever you want. So yeah. It's much better. So Clarice is asking, will you ever carry the cardboard paper organizer again?
I don't know. Again, I don't know if we will or not. There's so many things we would love to do. And previously, we had our own big warehouse, and it was really easy to kind of do stuff pretty quickly. So we just have a couple of different challenges. And once we get everything dialed in, we will be able to kind of do a little bit more, but we do really just need to figure out, hey, what are we doing? But I want to go back really quickly to Stephanie. For those of you who say, fine, she's Stamps of Life, but what is she doing here? So Stephanie and I have been great friends for a long time. We have wanted to do a business together for a long time. As a lot of you know, I was under a non-compete or whatever with Crafters Companion. So for those 5 years, we couldn't do anything. And then when they went bankrupt, that nullified my contract with them. And so that allowed me to do something new. And it was the perfect opportunity for Stephanie and I to do this together. So both of us love organization. We love crafting. We love all the just making life easier for people. And so we have partnered in the organized option. So it is actually a collaboration between Stephanie and Tiffany, and Tiffany and Stephanie, and however you want to say it.
And just a little background, you guys, just a little background. This is a side note, but so Tiffany and I met in April of whatever year it was, right? I don't even remember what year. April. In October, she and I flew together around the world to China and spent a week there checking out factories, doing all this stuff. We wanted to do a company together back then. And we kept like going back and forth. And we wanted to for years. And so now it's finally happening, which is really exciting. We're really excited.
And really what we want to just do is be able to go back to China again together, because it was really, really fun to just
have a good time.
Right, because I was going all the time for work, but it was work and it was just me. And so to take your bestie and do work and also be somewhere, it was great. It was great.
And it was a business trip. So then, the business paid for it, which is
and to be together and have somebody to talk to about business while you're there is nice. Okay, sorry, we're off track.
Let's talk
about product. What else are we going to show you today? We're going to show you something else that you all love. And it's one of the things that Crafters Companion couldn't keep up with and couldn't keep in the marketplace, but we have brought them back, and they are They are what are they? fancy folios. I'm going to go to my overhead now because you'll fit in there.
Good.
Okay, so these come in 3 sizes. This is the 6x6. It is going to fit in all. Oh, I always have it upside down. It is going to fit in all of our things that are 6x6. So the paper handle-it and the file master. And so this is the perfect way to organize an entire collection or project or scrap. So previously we called this the scrap master. We're now calling it the fancy folio because it does so many more things. You've got a slash pocket on the inside. This is again the 6x6. You got plenty of room, like a file folder here. So if you want to include the paper, the full-size paper in the middle, like a file folder, you've got that. You've got this hugely gusseted pocket, and you can see, I'm going to turn it this way. You can see that even with that wooden stamp and the pom-poms and the baker's twine and the washi tape, whatever you need for your project, it all is going to fit in there. Nice, neat, tidy, easy. You've got a flat pocket on the front, flat pocket on the back. So this is the 6x6. Then, of course, we have the A4 8.5 by 11. Well, this is, I guess, 8.5 by 11. A4 will fit in there as well. But again, you've got a pocket on the front that's flat. Now, people ask me, why don't you gusset the pockets on the front? We don't gusset the pockets on the front because when you're putting these together, you don't want to have bumpy pockets to kind of shove past, right? So they're smooth on the front and the back for that reason. So this is all a bunch of stuff from a cruise I took with my mom. So you've got these travel mementos, pocket here. Again, gusseted pockets. If I had additional things I could put in the middle, right here, like a file all together, right? More pockets on the back. Easy to kind of see what's going on in there. So that is the 8.5 by 11. And then, of course, we also have the 12 by 12. Let me move all these things out of the way here. So in the 12 by 12, you're going to have 3 pockets, gusseted pockets on the inside. You've got, again, a big file in the middle for your 12 by 12 paper. You've got a big slash pocket on this side. And you can see really how loaded up. I mean, if you look at just the amount of things that are in this pocket, they're dimensional. There's lots of them, chipboard stickers, puffy stickers. So really, you can really bulk these out to hold projects.
Tip, can you show us the pockets? It's hard to see on camera. Can you put your fingers like under the pockets?
Sure. Okay.
So we can kind of like, especially the curved one. It's hard to see. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so on this side, we've got a slash pocket, right? A nice flat slash pocket. So everything sticks out. It's easy to pull in and out. And then on this side, we've got 3 gusseted pockets, and they do have the locking tab. So they have the little locking flap there, and there's 2 locations. I know it's hard to see, but there's 2 little openings here. So if your pocket is really fat, you're going to put it in the bottom, the top opening. That gives you that bulk. If it's not as fat with stuff, you can put it in the bottom, and that'll keep it a little bit more flat. But you've got those same, I mean, you can see how much stuff is in here. I'm just going to kind of pull it out. So, right, like just everything, like this entire kit of supplies, including dimensional supplies and chipboard and all that stuff. So whether it's card making or scrapbooking or travel planning or any of that kind of stuff. And then you've got this bottom pocket. Again, same 2 spots, but you can see, like, really look how much stuff is in there. So you really can bulk out those pockets. It's great for project planning, storage, scraps, all that stuff. So if you're trying to match up, you want to keep your scraps right in with your 12 by 12 paper. You're going to be able to put this right into the paper, handle it, and yes, it will fit. If you have the old paper handlers, they will fit in that as well. So they're dimensionally, everything's going to work together, cross from the Totally Tiffany brand to the TOO or the Organized Option brand. You're not going to have to worry about that. Probably the biggest change that you're going to notice with these fancy folios is that they're going to cost you a little bit less. And I want full transparency. Well, the 12 by 12 ones, it looks like they're going to cost you a lot less. But that's because we used to do them in packs of 5, and now they're in packs of 3. So that made them much more affordable, gave us a bigger tab location on the top, easier to get 3 of them into a 12 by 12 paper handler or handle-it, the old one or the new one. Putting 5 in there, it just didn't work. You can comfortably put 3 into a paper handle-it. So I don't want you to think, oh, you know, all this, you were being charged too much years ago. Why is it so much less expensive now? It's It's just that there's 3 in the pack instead of 5. So it used to be $39.99. I think it's $27.99 or something like that now. But I want you to know fully what is happening. You're getting 3. And again, for those of you who might buy them and go, oh, I used to get 5. Why did I only get 3? That's it. You're paying a lot less for it than you were before. But it's only 3. And that did give us a nice big tab. So you really can fill. And they do all come with the stickers, right? So the tab on them is a third, right, of the folder. So you really can get a better label.
So really quick, Marty is asking, when are these going to go on sale to the public? Ding, ding, ding. Yay.
Everything is our plan. Our goal is to launch everything January 15th. So, and we think we're going to make that. We originally thought January 1st. I think I might have talked about this last week, so I apologize if you're hearing it again. January 1st was our original date, but there was so much going on in the world with shipping and stuff, and even just weather in December, like getting things from the port to the warehouse and from the warehouse to the stores. We got nervous that we wouldn't be able to make that January 1st deadline. So our goal is January 15th, but we will keep you updated. It's actually on my list today to tell you, because today is the 9th. So our first container actually is due to arrive. I don't even think Stephanie knows this.
I don't know this.
On the 11th. So the first container will arrive on the West Coast on the 11th, and then it will go from there to our distribution center, which is in McHenry, Illinois.
Chicago. So, I just say Chicago.
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago, okay. Illinois.
But and oops, I don't like this one. Hang on. So yes, we are using a company in Chicago, but those of you that are familiar with Stamps of Life, we're using the same company that ships our products, but the 2 items are going to be in Chicago because it's more centrally located for shipping costs. So It's the same company. They have 2 locations. So rest assured, those of you that get Stamps of Life stuff on our website, our shipping's amazing because of this company, and we're using the same company. So
yeah. So, and Stephanie, like Stephanie said, it's in the middle of the country, which means we can get things faster to either side of the country than having it just in one spot. And like Stephanie said, they've been working with them for years, and they do a stellar job. Yes. So speed, and then also being able to keep the shipping costs down as best we can was kind of our goal there. But
okay, Elizabeth has a question. Are strap hinge album covers coming back?
I don't know. I think you're talking about the old fab file that was a storage box, I'm assuming, for the strap hinge.
Yeah, sorry, case. Yeah.
The strap hinge. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing is off the table. Once we get going, and please get involved in our social media, because both Stephanie and I used to do a lot of trade shows where we got one-on-one time with you, and you could tell us things like what you needed, what you loved, what was out there in the marketplace that we weren't able to accommodate storage wise. Since we're not doing those shows anymore, we're really going to rely on you in social media getting to us that way. So please, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We're both, Stephanie and I are kind of new to TikTok, so we're gonna be. So she's like, no, we don't know how to do it.
No, and you know what? Our website will be like Stamps of Life, where there will be you can fill out a little form eventually, not yet, but it'll say like product idea, and you can just say, hey, I really wish you would I really wish you would design this or do whatever. And like at Stamps of Life, we keep a file folder of those items, of all the requests that we get. So we want to see those. I mean, we just like
we need to see them.
We get our ideas from all of you.
Right. Yes. So please don't be shy about reaching out.
And never say never about anything. We'll never say never about anything.
Right. Everything's on the table, at least for consideration. So, and we're excited about that. Like we're super excited. I'm getting a lot of
questions, Tiff. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Shona wants to know, are the stash and store drawers coming back?
Slide Stash and Store. I believe I can say yes. I'm looking at Stephanie. Can I say yes? Yes, we are committed to them. We're changing up a little bit the way the bottom worked. That's the one
Mhm.
thing that I didn't really care for in that product. So the bottom will be a little bit different in those. But yeah, we're pretty. One of the things I know those of you who were on last week, you already heard me say this, but one of the things we're really kind of focused on is not just your craft room, but how can we take this style of organization, this thought process, how we teach you to get organized and how we convey ideas, how can we translate that into other places in your home? And that's really been kind of a focus for us as we're launching products. And Slide Stash and Store is a key product for that. I mean, those of you who follow along know that I have them in my closet, under my kitchen sink. They're even in the drawer in my freezer, right? They're everywhere. They are the greatest. I mean, they're the easiest, simplest solution. They're in the cheese drawer in my refrigerator, for crying out loud. So those are definitely on their way back. They'll probably be one of the next releases that we do, but again, they'll be a little bit different. This has really given us an opportunity to kind of figure out what didn't we like about this size, shape, in this case, the bottom. How can we kind of level it up? So
yeah, everything is version 2.0 or something,
yeah.
you know, it's like
version 2, TOO.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go.
That's what we should put, TOO and a little V, or a little V and the word 2.
Oh, I like that. See, I'm writing it down right now.
That'll be fun. I like
I
it.
love that. Okay, so I've seen a couple questions, Tiff. So I want you to be able to say these. People are asking about the aprons. Are we going to sell the aprons?
And people asked about the aprons last week.
Well, Stephanie doesn't even have an apron, you guys. Just saying.
I think we're gonna have to sell the aprons. I mean, we have had so many people just in a week. So it's 3-pocket, easy peasy, lightweight apron. But yes, we will probably. I can't commit to anything, but we have had a number of people asking, can we get the apron? So
yes.
it's
Okay,
gonna be.
next question. Are we doing any trade shows or consumer shows? No Novi or any of those.
We don't.
Was that cough timed or was that real?
We don't know yet. There's
Never say
been
never.
What?
Sorry, never say never.
Never say never. We have had a lot of I don't know if the term is offers from some of the vendors to come to the show and be in their booth with them. I don't know, for those of you who know Karen at Be Creative, she is, I'm going to talk about our premier vendors, premier sellers in just a minute. But she does the shows and she will have the 2 line at the shows. So there will be representation at the shows. Whether or not Stephanie and I will be there in the flesh is kind of up in the air still.
Yeah.
Stephanie has lots of cute grandchildren that she loves hanging out with. So so we'll have to see. But before you ask me the next thing, I want to talk about Kaylin Faye.
Yes.
Who I mentioned last week. Stephanie Stephanie's going to put some links in.
I'm going to put her links in here.
Comment feed, but she is the influencer that we got connected to kind of through a friend of mine, and I went on and on about her last week. So last week after the live, she reached out to me and she said, "Yes, please feel free to share my contact information." So Kaylin, adorable. She's TikTok, Instagram, all the things. And she's a crafter, so she'll be using our stuff for crafting, but she's also a young first-time homeowner doing all the other things with her adorable friends and her lovely, lovely, lovely mother. And so if you are a crafter and maybe we're a little bit older, but you have a younger daughter or a younger granddaughter and you want her to get on board with crafting and organization, we hope you will also share Kaylin's information out that way as well, because she really is, I mean, she's just adorable and inspiring and super smart and a really hard worker, like all the things. She's all the things, and we are totally thrilled that she's going to be part of our little world. So yeah, she's awesome. So all right, Steph, what else have you got?
Questions about Scrap Rack.
Scrap rack. Not sure. I am. Stephanie doesn't even know this. Stephanie went on vacation. So
yeah. How dare she? How dare I go on vacation?
How dare her? So
I
she
know.
didn't. We didn't get our update last week. So I really am working very hard on something that will do the kind of work the scrap rack did. But there's some weird legal stuff around the scrap rack. It is my favorite product. It is something that was trademarked. And yeah, there's some. So we're working hard on something because we know the embellishments, the keeping things together, used together, the themes, the 4-section system, all of that is so important to really making your crafting experience work. And so there are some things going on that are headed that direction. Right now, if you need a scrap rack or you need scrap rack pages or dividers, scrapbook.com has everything in stock right now. They don't have a lot of it. They were able to get from Crafter's Companion when they liquidated, whatever the term is, their stash of what was left for scrap rack. So scrap rack, base units, travel bases. So those of you who need an extra one, pages, dividers, all that stuff is available at scrapbook.com. And I think exclusively at scrapbook.com. I don't think anybody else has it. So if you want scrap rack, you need scrap rack, you probably want to pop on over and scoop it up from scrapbook.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Am I okay?
Yeah, you're okay.
Buddy bags.
Buddy bags. You just got to keep watching. You just got to keep watching on Tuesdays, and then you're going to find out what we got. And it's so, I know I went through this last week where I was like, I could just show one more thing, but nope. So I will say,
Tiffany, how many products are we coming out with? How many? Remind 56. Them how many.
56 products. I will say this. Our new improved solution to buddy bags, you will see it next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. I'm looking on my schedule over there for when we're going to drop another curtain over here. Yes. And so next week you will get your answer to that. Mm-hmm. Okay. One other thing before I take another question from Stephanie, I mentioned earlier our Premier Partners. We have been so blessed, so lucky to have such an incredible response from retailers about this brand. So you will find it at your favorite small retailers. We have not yet gone to anyone big, or we didn't, I don't know what the word is, allow. We want to launch with smaller retailers. So there's bigger people like Spellbinders and Scrapbook.com. They're all on board 100%. But you will find it, and I'm going to give a shout out to Scrapbooks by the Sea and Terry Wiegand. So it will be there. It will be most likely if you shopped at a store that carried Totally Tiffany. If that store owner heard about TOO, it's very likely that you are going to have that in your local store. If you go into your local favorite store and they don't have it, please tell the store owner, hey, Tiffany's relaunching with Stephanie. They've got this great new line. It is going to be available from a couple of different distributors. So we will have our own website where we have everything, but we are really trying to support your local stores and the retreats and the people who do crops. So anybody that was a fan of Totally Tiffany probably has the full complement of the organized option. So whether that's Clipper Street or Paper Crafters Warehouse, Ecstasy Crafts, Scrap and Savvy, Crop and Bug, all of those shops that had Totally Tiffany are also going to have TOO. And I guess I got straight off. On the website, there are 2 store locators. If you click on the store locator tab, it's going to take you to a page and it says where to buy TOO or where to shop for TOO or something. Little paragraph. At the end of that paragraph, there's another link that you can click on. So that says store list. And then if you scroll down the page, there's kind of a bio of each store, where they are, their logo, some of that kind of stuff. It's a kind of a bigger blog style list of stores. If you just want a list of where the stores are by state and then alphabetically by city, click on the store locator list and scroll through, and you will know if your store is already on the list. And if they are not, please feel free to reach out to them and say, hey, why aren't you on the list? We want our organized options stuff. Okay, Steph. Woo.
Okay, so we talked about buddy bags. Paper carts was another big one.
Yeah, paper carts is a big one. I will tell you, yeah, I don't know. That's another thing that's on the table. I brought a paper cart from the house out to my office last night and was like, wow, this is so cool. It's got all my files in it, like business files, and they're all in Slide Session store boxes on the paper cart. So yeah, you may see, we don't know. It's on the table. Everything's on the table.
Yes.
Like
yes.
a statement. All right. What else have we got?
So far, I'm everybody's saying love your stuff, love your new products. Looking forward to getting 2 products. Let's see. Please sell more. Oh, so Amy says, please sell more paper carts. Love the paper carts. Scrap Mania said they ordered it all.
Yep. Scrap Mania's got it all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody's talking about how much they love all the products. There's stores in Calgary, Canada. Yeah.
Yes.
So
well,
yeah.
I guess that's another question that I got after last week was, can we get it internationally? And I'm outside of Canada is we just consider Canada to be our neighbors. We don't really, but we will only sell on our website in the US. However, scrapbook.com, Spellbinders, Ecstasy Crafts, all of those guys have a great international program. We just don't have the program. We don't do the volume internationally to be able to get you a decent rate. So if you are international, obviously Canada has a lot of retailers that are on board, but if you are not US or Canada, you will be able to get it through Spellbinders, Ecstasy, scrapbook.com. They will have all of it available for you. So
yes. And so there's more questions regarding like the Ditto bag and other items that do you just want to kind of say, what do you want to say?
I want to say that we are going to do a new tool tote. I don't know that it will be the Ditto tool tote, but it will be a cool and very functional tool tote. But I don't see that coming very quickly. It'll probably be late 2026 on that, if we can.
Yeah, I think that's something too that we need to point out, Tiff, is like we say, oh yeah, we want to come out with XYZ. Well, we are the type of company that, just like Stamps of Life and just like how Totally Tiffany was in the beginning, we tell you guys a lot because you're like our best friends, right? But just because we say it's going to happen doesn't mean it's tomorrow, right? We don't make it in our garage. So it takes a while to get to market, especially on these kind of items. It's not like stamps and dies where, I mean, I can turn those around a lot faster. These are like real products, you guys, and they're all brand new. They're all, brand new designs, everything. So they're going to take a lot longer, but I just kind of want to throw that out there because it's kind of important for people to realize.
Yeah, the R&D is a little bit, if you're follow Stephanie and part of her tribe, she's been doing stamps and dies for a long time. She knows how to get the best product from the best factory, right? And but we have all these different factories like wood and plastic and vinyl and all the different things, and so there's a lot of kind of jockeying around. But we are, I think, headed back to China, I think, in April to look at factories and other options and different materials and stuff. So that'll either slow us down or speed us up, depending on what we find over there. So that's kind of our deal. Okay, should I do a quick recap of what we've talked about so
we
far?
need to see it again, Tiff. Yep.
Okay, let's do a quick recap. So what we're talking about so far, and I lost it. Oh, it's right here. So this week, our sneak peek includes the paper handlets, 3 sizes, 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, and 6 by 6. The unique thing to these is that the handles are movable. So you can bring them up the top, you can bring them out the front, you can bring them out the back. They do fit the same, everything that we made for Totally Tiffany fits in these. So if you had 12 by 12, 8.5 by 11, or 6 by 6 Totally Tiffany products, they're 100% going to work in these products as well. Then the second thing we released or we talked about today was our new fancy folios. So these are similar to the Scrap Masters, right? Lots of pockets, smooth files on the outside, tabs on the top. Again, 12 by 12, 6 by 6, and 8.5 by 11. And they're going to fit again in the paper handlets. And they are also going to fit. Last week we talked about, we did the sneak peek on the File Masters. I had a few questions on those. They're also going to fit in the File Masters. So the 8.5 by 11 File Master was a common question that I got after last week. The new fancy folio, yes, it does fit in there. Tabs are on the top. So previously we had a fab file that was this orientation, and so then it had tabs that went this way. The biggest difference in this whole line is that this File Master is vertical, but the tabs are also on the top of the fancy folios, so they're going to fit in there with no problem. Just like the flip-flap tab divider pockets, they're going to fit in there as well. So we will not have, again, going back to those questions, a landscape orientation 8.5 by 11 File Master out of the gate. The other big difference between the old File Masters, the 8.5 by 11 and the 12 by 12 and the new ones, is that they were only 2 inches wide. So they weren't as sturdy or as stable as all of the rest of the fab files. So when we did the upgrade to the File Masters, we made them all 3¼ inches wide. So they stand up and stay up much easier than just the 2-inch wide versions of the 12 by 12 and the 8.5 by 11. So that's what we've got for you so far for sneak peek. I did also get some questions about a shopping list, which I had done for previous events with Totally Tiffany. We will have a shopping list for you to print. That will be available on the last night of our 6 weeks of sneak peek. So that will be, the date of that will be January 13th. So we will do our last new product sneak peek on that night, and also give you the printable shopping list. And so you can ask all kinds of questions at that point about what you need. We'll have also the printable product guides available for you. We did those for Totally Tiffany. So things like dimensions and suggestions for companion products and stuff, you'll be able to print those and have those handy as well. So a couple of questions after last week's
okay
live.
So Tiff, 2 more things. Billy Sue said that her husband uses a lot of a lot of the older products for a lot of other things, not crafting at all. And I think that really is a good segue to say, you guys, I should go like, but so much more is coming. It's not about crafting anymore. Let me just say that. It's about it all.
Right. And how to use it all, and to kind of, I mean, one of the things about the TT brand was we really talked a lot about getting your brain engaged and developing these systems in your home or in your craft room that made it easy for your brain to remember how things were organized. And it's every bit our intention to simplify everything in your life, in your home, in your boat, in your camping tote, in your garage, it doesn't matter, in your office, with those same strategies for keeping things organized, easy, accessible, all that stuff. So yeah, we're really really excited about that. I mean, people have been asking me about that for their homes since I started, way back when all it was the scrap rack 20 plus years ago. And so one of our goals, Stephanie and I, was like, how do we help people? We have this strategy in the craft room. How do we expand it out and help them just generally in life? So yeah, we're looking forward to it. And we're looking forward to, again, you sharing how you're using it, right? We're really, we have a hashtag, organized with 2. And once you get your products, We want to see what you're doing. So please use that hashtag. It's on every package, and we don't want to miss it. And we will follow that hashtag everywhere, wherever it is, so we can see what you're doing. So, all right, Steph, I'm going to look at my list really quick here.
Okay. Well, I picked 2 winners. Can I do my winners?
Yeah, let's do the winners.
Yeah. Okay, you do the you build it all up because you have a special way that you talk about it, and then I will announce the names.
Okay, so we got 2 winners. You are going to get a $25 gift certificate to theorganizedoption.com. And once Stephanie gives the name, how you're going to collect your prize is that you are going to send an email to marketing@theorganizedoption.com. That's marketing, marketing at organizedoption.com. That's Katie on the receiving end of that. And she is keeping a list and staying organized with all of our winners. And she will make sure that Stephanie and I do our job and get those gift certificates out to you before launch day, so you're ready to shop with them. And so you won't hear from us. That's one of the things that's on my list. I'm glad Stephanie brought that up. You will not hear from us or get those gift certificates probably until just before launch, because even though you can see things on our website right now, all the functionality is not there yet. But we're working on it. So yeah, please don't worry if you don't get the gift code right away. You will definitely get it the week before launch. So, okay, Stephanie, who are our winners?
So I have 2 winners. Oh, should I do the little drum roll? Hang on, I gotta find.
Yep.
See, Ken's way better at these. I'm not good at these. Hang on. Where is it? One more. Oh, here it is. Ready? Okay, our winners for tonight are Jessica Mathis, Mathis, and Barb Carlson.
Barb Carlson! Woo! Jessica Mathis. Oh, love Stephanie. She's on it. I love it. Okay, that is awesome. So you two, marketing@theorganizedoption.com. Let Katie King know how to get in touch with you. She will trade emails with you and get you on the list. Before I sign off and say goodnight and thank you, I'll say that now, I guess, but I got a couple of emails that were so cute, or one I think was on Facebook saying, hey, even though your brand isn't Totally Tiffany anymore, can we still call you Totally Tiffany? You can totally call me Totally Tiffany forever. I will still respond to Totally Tiffany, and there's no legal ramifications there. So yes, if you see me at a show or in a scrapbook store somewhere, or hanging out with Stephanie at HSN, and you call me Totally Tiffany, I'm going to probably kiss your whole face. All right, Steph.
Okay, that was fun. I am so excited.
It's always fun. So we will see all of you next week for our 3rd Tuesday Night Live.
Yes.
I think that's it.
We just did the same thing. Jinx, you owe me a Diet Coke.
That's right. I don't really have to pay Stephanie a Diet Coke because she's got them handy all the time.
Yes, they're always there.
The Diet
always
Cokes are flowing.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much.
Oh, yes. Everybody, please give us a thumbs up and a heart and a share and all that good stuff. Because
subscribe, hit the bell wherever you're watching.
Yeah, subscribe.
Tell 2 friends.
Is it that corner or is it that corner? I don't know.
Wherever it is.
Wherever it is.
Tell 2 friends that we're back. We did get a lot of people last week, too, saying we didn't even know you were back. So please tell your friends. They don't even have to be crafty friends, because we are going to organize everything for you as best as we can. So thanks so much for tuning in.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you.